Hello, Abraham. It's good to be here again. I'd like you to help me to get consistently into that open, free flowing energy, and because I had some physical things and I meditated about it, and then I had this impression that it is all something about energy flowing and restrictions and yeah.
Perfect translation of the block of thought, because that's right, exactly right.
And I know if you have something in the physical manifestation, it drags you there every time.
Only because you're so observant. If you could be less observant, it would help you a great deal. That's the thing about, you see, negative emotion is an indicator that in your juncture you're not having a happy meeting. In other words, negative emotion is the first indicator, but if you miss it and don't do something about shifting thought and focus, it gets bigger, but it's still just an indicator.
Yeah, I know that, and
but you say you know it, but if you knew it the way we want you to know it now, so don't brush it off. Let's stay here for a moment and find a new way of you knowing it, a more emphatic way of you knowing it. Physical conditions, unwanted physical conditions, are indicators of vibration that isn't serving you. Period. So when you put it into the proximity, when you get it in your mind that it's only, and that's the operative word, only an indicator. It's only an indicator. It's only an indicator.
And of what emotion? What kind of indicator is it? So I have myself being trained I usually think I can do with that. I can cope with that. I can deal with that. So very often...
Well, then we think you should put Novocaine in your hands or in your fanny so that you can sit on the hot stove. I can cope now. I don't really like the odor, but I am coping. It doesn't hurt like it did before the Novocaine. So I am coping. And I can hold on for a while because I have a good fanny. But in time, coping's going to wear thin. If we were standing in your physical shoes, we would get sensitive and we would stop coping. We would get fussy. Yeah. We would get really, really, really particular about negative emotion, and we would guide our thoughts so that negative emotion ceases. And in doing so, we would get a different indicator, because the physical condition is just an indicator of chronic thought. An indicator of chronic thought.
I had a dream about this that said there is a solution. So I went around for days. There is a solution, and it felt good. And it felt
because
like...
that feels like hope.
Yeah. And I had the feeling, you have the analogy, San Diego, Yuma, and so I had the feeling I'm halfway to where I have to go. And then...
Well, let's move some energy here, because as we listen to you, as we just give you the floor and allow you to speak your normal conversation is, this is what you have been saying with words vibrationally. Here is where I am, I don't like it. Here is where I am, I don't like it. Here is where I am, I don't like it. Here is where I am, I don't like it. Here is where I am, I don't like it. Here is where I am, I don't like it. Here is where I am, I don't like it. I did some processes, here's where I am, I don't like it. I did more processes, here I am, I don't like it. I know what you're talking about, Abraham, here I am, I don't like it. I intellectually get it, here I am, I don't like
it.
Exactly so it's like that's where your vibrational set point is, and so you reach for another thought, but it just brings you right here, and you reach for another thought and it just brings you right here, and you reach for another thought and it just brings you right here, until in time, because your habit of thought was right there, now your physical apparatus is giving you another indication, a more emphatic indication of that vibration. And once a physical manifestation gives you an indication, now you have all the more reason to notice what is. It just sort of compounds the here I am and I don't want to be here vibration. And so when we say you got to let loose of that, you say, well, I would like to, but it's really hard now that I have this manifestation. And we say, that's not a good enough excuse because you weren't doing it even before you had that manifestation. So let's not worry about the manifestation compounding it. Let's just call it what it is. We love you very much. Sloppy thinking. Let's just call it what it is. We love you very much. Lazy thinking. Let's just call it what it is. Now, by what we mean by lazy thinking, we love you very much. When we say lazy thinking, what we mean is law of attraction doesn't give you very much leeway, because law of attraction will bring you more thoughts and life experience than others that are very much where you are. So it takes effort, it takes deliberate focus, it takes decisiveness, it takes determination to find another thought. And we've been giving you all an easy way into that, as we say, get off the subject of where you are and feel your way forward. Feel your way forward. So, breathe in with us, and as you breathe in, give us your best word that begins with the letter A that you think is an inside the vortex word.
Appreciate that I'm here on the ship.
One word.
Oh, okay.
Appreciation.
Okay.
Breathe out. Breathe in again. Now give us a word that you think is an inside the vortex feeling, emotional word that starts with the letter B.
Best feeling, bright feeling.
One word. One word makes you focus. Better. Better.
Better.
Balance.
Better.
Being. Now a word that starts with C. Inside the vortex, good feeling word, emotional word.
Cherish.
D. Delicious. Divine. E.
Effective.
Easy.
Easy.
Ease.
Ease.
Energy. F.
Free.
G.
Good.
H.
Healthy.
Happy. Harmony.
Yeah.
Healthy. Healthy not so much, because it makes you choose the other side of the stick. So feel for it. Feel for the feeling of it. In other words, which word feels better? Healthy sort of activates the opposite end of it. But happy, harmony, I.
Ideal. Joyous. Creative. No, that's C.
Kind.
Kind.
L.
Lovely.
M.
More.
N.
New.
O.
Open.
P.
Prosperous.
Q.
Queued up for more. Resolution.
Revel.
Revel. Safe.
Now feel it. Feel it. Inside the vortex. Never looking for safety inside the vortex. Savor. Feel the difference?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Tender. Unique. vortex-like.
Value, vigor, vim.
Vigor.
Warm, wonderful,
wonderful. Welcome. Yes, welcome.
We're really interested in your X word. Why? Yes. In other words, do you feel how you had to focus because it didn't come easy? And as we played with you a little bit, we asked for finer focus because we're not just going through the alphabet. We're going through the alphabet with a reason to find in the vortex feeling words. But do you feel the distraction of the other? In other words, that's the best work you've done on this subject of well-being in a long time. That's a valuable period of time because you deliberately, even though it wasn't necessarily easy, and especially in front of all of these people, to make your way through and find those feelings, but you did. And did you hear her? Did you feel her coming on and getting stronger and clearer? It got flowing better and better and better and better. Now, you could have just done the easy thing, which is explain what's been going on. But you did the more difficult thing. You ignored what's been going on or what is going on in terms of manifestation, and you felt forward. You felt forward, and you did it long enough that your vibration shifted, and your set point is now not in the place that it was when you sat down here. You moved it. You see, you moved it. You moved it, which means and you have right now an immediate emotional indicator, vibrational indicator that's letting you know that you moved. In other words, how do you feel right now? Feel a little euphoric, don't you? Feel a little hopeful, don't you?
Excited, yeah.
So the emotion that you feel now is your instant indicator that you moved your vibration. You moved your vibration. Your indicator tells you that you did. And now the physical condition has to move too. The physical condition has to move to meet the new vibration. So now the question is, and we'll give you the answer, and you won't like it, but it's all right. The question is, so I moved, did I move far enough that I can hold here? Probably not. You're going to have to do that a few times. You're going to have to do that and other things like it a few times until you move and hold and move and hold and move and hold. You're going to establish a new vibrational point of attraction, and your emotion, your mood, is going to indicate that you've moved, and so is your physical condition. It is law.
Yes.
Very good. Wait. Don't you love feeling the control of your own focus? And don't you want to exercise that control? But here's the question that we really want to put to you. Do you want to exercise control because you've got things that you need to make better? Or do you want to exercise the control because it just feels so good to focus? In other words, do you want to focus for the thrill and for the feeling, for the good feeling of alignment, or do you need alignment to make things better? That's a big question. The answer that we want you to come to is, we want you to create because it's fun to create, not because there's stuff that needs creating. That's how you felt coming in. We want you to focus because it feels good only when you focus in the direction of who you are, not because you're trying to fix something. We want you to go to the vortex because the vortex is who you are and what's most natural to you, not because you think there's stuff in the vortex that's missing outside the vortex. You feel the difference? You feel the distinction? You gotta go, you gotta wanna go because it feels good. We want you to want to breathe because breathing is delicious, not because your body needs it. We want you to eat because it's delicious to eat, not because your body needs it. We want you to think, not because you need to think, but because thinking is the most natural thing. We want you to focus yourself into alignment with who you are, not because if you don't, your life gets crappy, but because focusing feels so good while you do it, you see. Big distinction.